Welcome to episode number 22 of this AUGGIE PULLMAN MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. And today I'm obviously playing my AUGGIE PULLMAN MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show. Yes, it is in MLB The Show 20. Like I've been saying for all my other Road to the Show series is here in MLB The Show 20, and all my franchise series is here in MLB The Show 20. You cannot port any Road to the Shows or franchises. You cannot port any Road to the Shows or franchises from MLB The Show 20 to any later versions of the game. So I have to continue this series and all my other series here in MLB The Show 20, here in MLB The Show 20, which I have no problem doing. As you can see, that's AUGGIE PULLMAN right there in plain C, as the Baltimore Orioles are on the plane. I know this is the first episode of the series since like August of last year, so it's been like 13 or 14 months since the last episode of the series, and so it's been over a year. Better late than never, but there's one change. If you go under player comparison here, down here, well, you can see he's a third baseman. His role right now is MLB bench. And then Nidios Castellanos, MLB starter, he's a starting third baseman. I'm the backup third baseman. But if you go over to first base, we have the Orioles do not have a major league player in the do not have a player in the majors that actually is a first baseman, with their primary position being first base. But if you go at the AUGGIE PULLMAN, look up there, secondary positions, first base and shortstop. They're playing him at first base. Finally, he was the last episode of the series, which will be an eye in the sky in the top right corner right up here. There should be an icon that pops up at the beginning of the video. I know the last episode of the series was like 13 or 14 months ago, but the last episode of the series, regardless, will be an eye in the sky in the top right-hand corner. The title of that video is, I think, Why Am I Not a Starter? They were not playing me, despite, if you looked at my stats, right there, right here, batted .454, 54 home runs, 141 RBIs last year, in 131 games. They don't start me. And we're in like mid-June now, and then they started playing me at first base like almost every day, like late May, maybe early June, but either way, it took them, what, April, May, it took them like, no, April, May, it took them about 2 months to actually start playing me at first base. Like, you should have done that from the get-go. I mean, you should have been playing me, but they weren't. Now they are, but I've only played 27 games this year, so they just started playing me at first base. So it was like early June, but it literally took them, what, April, May, it took them out just over 2 months to it took them just over 2 months it took just over 2 months for the Orioles to actually start playing me at first base. And I did ask for a trade, so who knows, I might be traded. Which, at this point now, they're starting me at first base. I don't really want to get traded now, but I don't know. But because I've only played 27 games, my batting average is .378, which is still good, but it could be better. I don't know if I doubt it's going to be .454, because one, I've only played 27 games so far. I do have 10 home runs, 25 RBIs, 378 average in 27 games, 12 runs scored, 42 hits, 10 doubles, no triples. So my stats are still pretty good. But I've only played 27 games. Let's look at the standings now before we get into it'll be 2 series in this episode because now he's a starter. Although he still says he's MLB bench, but they're playing him almost every day at first base. So it'll be 2 series in this episode, 2 3-game series. 3 games against the Rays at home, and then 3 games against the Yankees in New York. So it's 2 AL East matchups. Orioles right now are 8 games behind the Red Sox. Blue Jays the Orioles are 8 games behind the Red Sox. Blue Jays are 5 games behind the Red Sox. Yankees 11 games back. Rays 14.5 games back. So we're playing the Yankees and the Rays in this episode, which are the 2 teams below us in the AL East standings. Indians lead the AL Central, 6 games up on the Twins. The Angels lead the AL West, 3 games up on the Rangers, 5 games up on the Mariners, 8.5 games up on the Astros, and 10.5 games up on the A's. And then the 2 wildcard teams, yes, it's still where there's only 5 teams that make the playoffs, 3 division winners, and then 2 wildcard teams that play in a 1-game wildcard playoff. And those 2 wildcard teams are the Twins and the Blue Jays, but the Orioles are 3 games back. So we're 8 games behind, or we're 8 games back in the division, and we're 3 games back in the wildcard. Let's get into the NL side of the standings. Mets lead the NL East. 4 ends up on the Braves. The Cubs lead the NL Central. 3 ends up on the Brewers. And the Diamondbacks, not the Dodgers, the Diamondbacks lead the NL West. 10.5 ends up on the Giants. And then the Dodgers are down in 4th, 14 ends. And the Dodgers are down in 4th, 14 ends back. And then the Brewers and Cardinals are the the Brewers are in the top wildcard spot, while the Cardinals and Braves are tied for the second wildcard spot. Giants a game back, Reds 2.5 games back, and then obviously, the Brewers are in the first wildcard spot. Cardinals and Braves are in the second wildcard spot. Giants a game back, Reds 2.5 games back, and then so on and so forth. But yeah, Audie Pullman, as it says right there, if you can see it, he's an 84 gold, and he only needs 1 overall point to get to a diamond. The diamond is 85 to 99. He's at 84, so he's 1 overall point away from being a diamond. 84 gold, but he's 1 overall point away from being a diamond. So yeah, as you can see, there's a schedule right here: 3 ends against the Rays at home, and then 3 ends against the Yankees in New York. So yeah, game 1 is Kevin Gausman for the Orioles versus Jacob Junis for the Rays. We're 38 and 37. They're 32 and 44. We're in third place in the AL East, and the Rays are in 5th in the AL East. Let's get into it right now. Let's go with, I don't know, let's talk to someone on the other team. Let's talk to Manny Machado. Apparently he's on the Rays, and there's 3 levels for a personal rivalry. I might just botch that, but there's 3 levels for a rivalry with players and teams, and there's an unfamiliar rival and fierce rival, I believe. I'm in the fierce rival for Manny Machado, and then I think I'm not sure what level I'm on for the team, for the Rays of the team. But let's talk to Machado, who is the Rays shortstop. Machado sent some bander ahead of the game. All you have is talk. We have the record to back it up. Let's go with that, I guess. Machado tells you that he feels confident that won't happen. Okay? So I think I'm now in team rivalry with the Rays. I'm now in fierce rivalry for the Rays, I'm now in rivalry for the Rays, and I'm in fierce rival for the rivalry with Machado. Okay. Okay, so let's say game 1 Audie Pullman did not play, and I'm playing shortstop. They have not played me at shortstop one time. I can play, like I said, third base, but also I can play first base and shortstop. So I can play first base, I can play first base, third base, and shortstop. And actually playing me at shortstop. They're playing Adam Duvall, who is an outfielder, who also I just can play first base. They're playing Adam Duvall at first, Castellanos at third, and then Audie Pullman at shortstop. I'll take that. I'm still playing, so let's say game 1, like I said, they didn't play me in. But we won the game 2-0, as you guys saw, I think, because it skipped that game because I didn't play in it, and I saw it said we won 2-0. So we won 2-0. We're on a 4-game winning streak now, and we're 2 games above 500. And yeah, let's get into game 2 of the series and game 1 of the episode. And you have a +5 for arm accuracy, +1 for reaction, and +3 for fielding. We have Dylan Bundy. When did we get Dylan Bundy? That might have been someone we got via trade. I'm not sure, because I don't remember us having Dylan Bundy. But regardless, we have him. Let's get into it. Let's watch a presentation. Matt Sturgeon.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Baltimore Orioles. Orioles baseball coming up next.
4-game winning streak, and we're now 39 and 37. Win, win, win. That's the plan, hopefully. As we have Dylan Bundy now. I think we got him via trade or something, because I don't remember I don't remember us having Dylan Bundy. Here we go. It's Jake Farah for the Rays. No score. That's a ground ball right to the third baseman, which is not Machado. He's a shortstop. I believe that's Matt Duffy at third. Looks like Matt Duffy. No score after 1 here in Baltimore. 1-0 Baltimore now. 2 on, nobody out. Bottom 3. Let's drive in a run. Let's did it. Here we go. 2 on, nobody out. Up 1-0. Bottom 3. Here we go. Let's did acid round ball. I have the slider foul. I was the 2019 AL Triple Crown winner. Probably not gonna happen this year though, because they didn't play me as a starter until like I said, early June. Yeah, that's gonna be a double play. He's gonna tag the runner going to third, and because I only have like 40 speed, that's gonna be a 5-3 double play, 2 down with the runner at first in the second. But that's not a good start. 4-0 Baltimore though. 2 on, or 4-0 Baltimore. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. Bottom 4, we're up 4-0. Still against the starter for Tampa. That's a liner! Oh no, not a base hit! I jumped the gun! It was a dive and stop by the shortstop, and then that was Machado too. And then the low throw by Machado was picked by the first baseman. The low throw by Machado was picked by the Rays first baseman. That saved a 2-run single. Holy cow, my goodness. 4-1 Baltimore now. Runner at second, nobody out. Runner at second, nobody out. Top 6 is now 4-1 Baltimore. I'm shortstop now, so I gotta get used to this. I played shortstop before. Runner did over to third, but it'll be a 6-3 ground out. Runner at third, 1 out now for Tampa. I have played shortstop before, like with one of my other Road to the Show characters. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, Road to the Show report. Okay, let's say the Tides lost to the Bulls 8-0, and then the Bay Sox defeated the Yard Goats 9-3. I believe the Bay Sox are AA and the Tides are AAA, I believe. Okay. 4-2 Baltimore, no runners on, no runners out, bottom 7. I'm now batting at 368, so I've lost 10 points. Here we go, against Win and Shen. That's a fly ball, that one's laced! That ball is not gonna be caught, as it will go up against the wall, and it's gonna be a double for AUGGIE PULLMAN. 11th double of the year. As I wish I could have done that with the with runners on base, but I'll take the double. And now 1 for 4. 1 and 2 count now to Duvall, and he swung through that pitch. 1 down. 0-1 now to Scooter Gennett. But this team is on fire right now. 6 outs away from sending our winning streak to 5 games. 0-1 to Gennett. And it's a ground ball. Runner did over, which is me. Good play by the center baseman. Runner at third, 2 outs now for Baltimore. He didn't miss anything. Runner at third, 2 outs now. 0-2 pitcher JT Realmuto. So it ends winning Chen. Come on, Sindel. And he got a piece of it, but right to Duffy. And he will throw out Realmuto. We added the 8th, 4-2 Orioles. And it's 5-2 Orioles. Runners to the corners, 2 outs. Bottom 8 against Chaz Rowe. We're up 3. Looking for some more runs here. Here we go. That's a fly ball. It's gonna be caught by, I believe that's Calhoun out there. Heard the announcer say that. So it's F9 and an over. 5-2 Baltimore after 8. Last chance for Tampa. We have 13 hits. They have 2, and we win. It's 5-game winning streak, and now we're 40 and 37 as we won the series against the Rays, and we're 1 win away from sweeping the Rays here at home. As we win the game 5-2, we 2-hit the Rays. They had 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors. We had 5 runs on 13 hits, 1 error. I only had 1 hit. I went 1 for 5 with a double. But yeah, 1 for 5 is better than 0 for 5, but it could have been much better, especially because we had 13 hits. But I'll still take the win, and I'll still take the 1 for 5. Let's get into the third game of the episode, or third game of the series, and second game of the episode. And it looks like they sat me down for the third game as well. So the first series, they sat me down for game 1. We won 2-0. Played me in game 2. We won 5-2, and then game 3 they sat me down again, and I didn't start and didn't play either. I'm not sure if we won or not. But yeah, now we're going to get into the Yankees series. 3 games against the Yankees in New York. But yeah, they were playing me. So we won game 3, which I didn't not playing, 10-2. So we won 2-0, 5-2, and then 10-2. Yeah, Blake Snell got the loss in the third game. He's 2-10 with a 7 ERA. Holy cow, he's trash. Obviously, in this game, Blake Snell's still on the Rays. Yeah, game 1 against the Yankees. It's Martin Perez versus John Dolan, who. Okay. I'm batting at 371 now. 10 home runs, 25 RBI still. Let's get into the first game of this Yankee series. Three games against the Yankees in New York. Let's get into it. I am playing in game 1. I am playing third base. It's the first time I actually played third base in forever. It looks like Castellanos is not playing. And they have Adam Duvall at first base again. They have Scooter Gennett second, Tim Beckham at short, and then I'm at third. So yeah, with Damon Herrera in left, Joey Farr in center, and Julio Santana in right. And also this team they had Delano de Shields Jr., Jose Peraza, Aaron Judge, who's the DH, Giancarlo Stanton, Ryan Healy, Brandon Jury, Ronald Torres, Jurickson Profar, and Robinson Chirinos. So let's get into it right now. And you can see the Orioles have won 6 straight now, right? Yeah, we've won 6 straight, and we're 7-1 in our last 8 games. Catching fire at the right time. Well, we have opposite records. We're 41-37. They're 37-41. So we have opposite records. So let's get into it. Let's watch a presentation. Matt Sturgeon.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Baltimore Orioles and the New York Yankees. The Orioles aim to notch their 7th win in a row right after this.
Here we go. We have 6 straight wins. Can we make it 7 here in the Bronx? Here we go. In the background there, I think it was AUGGIE PULLMAN. There's their starter, 4-7 with a 5.29 ERA. So he has a high ERA and had like a high WHIP as well. Here we go. No score, no runners on 2 outs. Top 1, 0-0. Here we go. That's a pop-up, straight up. Second base, or shallow right field rather. That's Stanton on the run will make the catch and then over. But man, I popped that straight up. Not a good start. And it's 1-0 Yankees, but there's runners in the corners and nobody out. Top 4, 1-0 Yankees, but the tying run is 90 feet away. Anything except for a double play would be nice. Here we go. That's not a double play, and that ball is going to be caught on a slide by Stanton, and the runner is coming home, and he is safe. Head first slide on the home plate by the runner at third, sac fly and RBI, and it's a 1-1 game here in the Bronx. Good catch by Stanton, but the runner will still score. Here's Profar. No runners on 2 outs. Bottom 4. It's a 1-1 game. And it's popped up. I've been playing first base. The games AUGGIE PULLMAN has mostly been at first base. And obviously the last game was at shortstop, and this game was at third base. And those fans are dancing. Why is there there's an Orioles fan right there? That lady in the middle. Why is she dancing with Yankees fans? I mean, you wouldn't be dancing with the other team's fans. Here's Delano de Shields Jr. I'm in for a bunt possibly, and he is bunting, and he popped it up, and that ball is gonna be feeling on 1 hop by AUGGIE PULLMAN, and he'll throw out the Shields. 2 down. And runner at second, nobody out. Bottom set, or runner at second, nobody out. Top sets. 1-1 game. And I popped it up. I got jammed on the handle, and that's going to be caught by the Torres, the second baseman. And the runner obviously will stay put, but my goodness, that was pathetic. That was pathetic. 4-1 Baltimore, though. No runners on 2 outs, top 7, and we're up by 3. 0 for 2 with a sac fly and RBI. That's a fly ball. That ball's hit well. Caught shy of the track by Stanton. I'm 0 for 3 with the sac fly. But my goodness, I just can't hit. And that's the game. So that was a quick game. There's Castellanos right there in the dugout. Because obviously he didn't play. I went 0 for 3 with that sac fly and an RBI. We won the game 5-4. We almost lost it. Holy cow. We were up 5-1. Yankees got 3 in the 8th and made it 5-4, but then neither team scored in the 9th. It was 5-1 Orioles. The Yankees scored 3 runs in the 8th to make it 5-4, but then neither team scored in the 9th, and the Orioles hold off the Yankees 5-4. But yeah. So I did my 26th RBI of the year because I did have a sac fly that did tie the game. We were up 5-1, but the Yankees did get 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to make it 5-4, but then neither team scored in the 9th. And the Orioles hang on to beat the Yankees 5-4. Let's get into the second game of the series, and I guess technically the third game of the episode, if I even play in the second game of the series, which I'm definitely going to play in the second or third game because it's not, they're not going to play me in games 2 or 3. Hopefully. For this game, I'm probably going to be at first base. Let's watch a prediction, Maverstersion. I'm pretty sure it's next game. Yes, it is. 7-game winning streak. Here I am, number 15. Here we go. 7-game winning streak. I'm talking the far, and I believe the other guy was Adam Duvall. There's a starting pitcher for the Yankees. No score. Top one. No runners on, no runners out. I'm batting 361 now. The average is going down. That's a ground ball right to the center baseman. 1 down. Or, excuse me, that's not 1 down. That's 3 outs. Three outs. No score after a half inning. 1-0 Baltimore though. I'm playing shortstop now. No runners on. No runners on. 2 outs. Bottom 3. 1-0 Baltimore. That should be routine, and it is. And the 1-0 Baltimore here in the Bronx. So I played shortstop, then third base, and shortstop. Still 1-0 Baltimore. Runner at first, nobody out. Top 4. And it's Gerald Rojas. 0 for 1. That's a fly ball. Center field. It's a Shields. 1 down. Yeah, I just can't. I mean, this episode I have, what, 1 hit? Then I have, yeah, the double. I have 1 hit, which is a double, and then I have a sac fly. No runners on, no runners out for Ryan Healy. Bottom 5. Still 1-0 Orioles here in game 2. Ground ball. Backhanded by AUGGIE Pullman. Good play. 1 down. Sounded episode for, like, offensive wise. 1-1 now. Runner at first, nobody out. Top 6. Still against Gerald Rojas. 1-1 game. 0 for 2. Come on. Overdue for a homer here. That's a line drive. It was hit well, but right to the shield again. 1 down. I'm overdue for a big hit and hopefully like a multi-hit game, a big hit, or a home run. 3-1 Baltimore though. No runners on, no runners out. Bottom 6 for Tyler Wade. 0 for 2 in the game. We're up by 2 though in the bottom of the 6th. Ground ball. I gotta hurry. He has 76 speed. Plenty of time. I thought he had more speed, but he didn't. 1 down. I'll get 1 more at bat, definitely. I'm not sure what inning it's going to be. Down 3-2 for Ryan Healy. No runners on, 1 out. Bottom 7 for Ryan Healy. It's now 3-2 Orioles. That was laced. Fielded on a backhand by AUGGIE Pullman. Healy with time to spare. 2 down. And I'm up to start, or I'm up. No runners on, 1 out. Top 8. Up 3-2. The Orioles are against Jonathan Holder. Here we go. That's a foul ball, but my goodness, I'm struggling right now. Probably been at like 350 something now. 0 for 3, that's the 4-seamer. That's a fly ball on the line. That ball is gonna be fair. As it went off the wall, I might be thrown out center base by Judge. And Judge does throw me out. Judge threw me out. So it's gonna be a single, but not a double. 2 down in the 8th. As I only have like 40 speed, and Judge threw me out. And now we're in the extra innings. It's 3-3 in the 11th. Let's go down base by any means. No runners on, no runners out. Top 11. 3-3 game here in the Bronx. This is righty. I guess a high cutter. That's a line drive. Base hit. Now 2 for 5. I'm going to stop this time. 2 for 5 with 2 singles now. So I completed that challenge. And I'm going to go ahead and run at first base with nobody out. Here's Joey Farr. Full count. Joey Fair, excuse me. Full count. Here we go. And that's going to be a ground ball. And that's going to be a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play. Good hit by the first baseman. 2 down. We're probably going to lose this game. I mean, it's probably what's going to happen. And it's not over yet. No runners on, 1 out. Bottom 12. It's a 3-3 game. I might get up in the 14th if we get to a 14th. Or if I might do it up in the 13th if we get to a 13th. That's what I meant to say. Here we go, ground ball, 45 speed from the runner. I'll throw him out, 2 down. I might get up in the 13th if we get to a 13th. That's if we get to a 13th. Who knows? Who knows? And I'm up in the 13th, 4-3 Baltimore, and there's a runner at third and nobody out. Let's go. Make contact with every swing and drive in a run. Only swing at pitches inside the zone and drive in a run. Let's do that. Runner at third, nobody out. Infield in. Top 13, we're up by 1. And there's a runner at third and nobody out. That's a line drive. That ball's going to get down in front of Judge. Runners. The last flip ended right when I think the ball landed in right field. Judge fielded it on one hop and threw home. There's a runner did not run until the ball hit the ground. Judge did throw it home, and it was a close play, but the runner at third is safe at home. It's an RBI single for AUGGIE PULLMAN. He's now at 3 for 6 in this game, and it's now 5-3 Baltimore here in the 13th, and there's still nobody out. That's popped up. I started running the wrong way. It's going to be caught by, I believe, the first baseman. 1 down. And now here's Castellanos, 1 for 4. With a single and 2 RBIs, it said. Here we go. He must have a couple of watts, too, because... Here we go. That's a pop-up on the infield, or in shallow left field, rather. That's Peraza. 2 down in the 13th. We're up by 2. Hopefully we don't blow it in the bottom half. Here we go. Here's JT Realmuto, 0 for 5 in this game. And that's a fly ball. It's hit well, but it's going to be well shy of the track. I thought it was deeper than it was, but it wasn't. We got 2, though, the Orioles did in the 13th. Middle of 13, 5-3 Baltimore. Last chance for the Yankees. Come on, hold on. And it's not over yet. It's of course they tied the game. Of course. And now it's the 14th. Both teams scored 2 in the 13th. Runner at first, 2 outs, bottom 14. It's a 5-5 game as both teams scored 2 runs in the 13th. And then Shane Green. And that's a ground ball. I'm going to go to second here. And the inning is over. And the 14 is a 5-5 game. I should be up in the 15th, hopefully. And I am. No runners on, 1 out. Top 15. It's a 5-5 game. Controller shaking. Here we go. I'm 3 for 6. That's a ground ball. It's probably 3 for 7, unless he throws it away or something. Even if he did, still be 3 for 7. 3 for 7 now with 3 singles and an RBI. 2 down the 15th. And we're still going. It's the 17th now. Here's Darius Sanchez. Shift is on. That's why I'm positioned all the way over here. Here we go. And it's a ground ball. And it got between me and the second baseman. That's going to be a single for Sanchez. And that's a win and run at first base with 2 outs in the 17th. Holy cow. And now I'm up in the 18th, leading off the 18th. So against the same pitcher I faced in my last at bat. 3 for 7 in the 18th. That ball's obliterated! Get out! That ball is gone! 340. 374, so I was 34 feet off on my desk, but a home run for AUGGIE PULLMAN in the 18th. 11th of the year, 374 feet. I just 340, so I was 34 feet off. 104 miles per hour off the bat, and the Orioles have retaken the lead here in the 18th. As he gave me a curveball, and I tattooed it. It wasn't a no-doubter, but it's a home run is a home run. And this crowd is silent here at Yankee Stadium. And there's AUGGIE PULLMAN high-fiving his teammates in the third base dugout here at Yankee Stadium. Go-ahead home run in the 18th. Probably close to midnight here in New York. 374 feet. I just 340, so I was 34 feet off on my desk. And that's the game. Orioles win. And we have a 9-game winning streak. Man, my goodness. A 9-game winning streak, I believe. As there's the outfielders high-fiving each other. And here's the coaching staff and the players that weren't playing at the end of the game right there coming out to high-five the players on the field after their 18-inning win. I assume it's 18 innings. Yeah, it was. We did win the game in 18 innings, 6-5. I had the go-ahead home run, 4 for 8 in this game, which is a 500 average, which I'll take that. 4 for 8, excuse me, with a home run, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. I had I had a 4 for 8 with a solo home run, 3 RBI, or 4 for 8 with a solo home run, 3 singles, 2 RBIs, obviously a solo home run, and then an RBI single, and then obviously I scored a run, which was on the home run in the top of the 18th. My goodness, what a game! What a game! Holy cow! Holy cow! Yeah, Petit, which is a losing pitcher. It's hard to pronounce his first name, but Petit is his last name. He gave me that curveball, and I tattooed it. Maybe it was probably in like the 10th row or something. I was 34 feet off on my home run disc, but it's still a home run, and we still won the game. My goodness, what a game! 18 inning game probably takes like 6 hours or more. And if this game started at like 7, this game probably ended at like 12:30 or 1 in the morning. Let's get into the third and final game of the series and the last game of the episode, if I even play in the last game here of this series. If I don't, I don't. If I do, I do. And I don't. I knew that was going to happen. I knew they weren't going to play me in the last game of the series against the Yankees. But either way, it was a good ending. That last game I did play, I had that solo home run, that go-ahead solo home run in the 18th, and we won the game 6-5 in 18 innings. And it would be even better if we did sweep the Yankees. If we did, we would be on, I believe, a 10-game winning streak. I believe we would be on did we win, though? And we won! And we are, I believe, are on a 10-game winning streak. Or it's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's 9. I know I said it was 9-game winning streak after we won Game 2, but I believe it's 9 now. Yeah, so it was an 8-game winning streak after we won. It was an 8-game winning streak. It was an 8-game winning streak after we won Game 2, and now it's a 9-game winning streak after we win Game 3. So it's a 9-game winning streak. We've won 9 straight games, the Orioles have, and we're 9-1 in our last 10 games. But we started 8 games back, and we're now only 7 games back, because the Red Sox, who are in first place, have won 3 straight, and they're 8-2 in their last 10. So despite we've won 9 straight, and technically we went 6-0 in this episode, even though AUGGIE PULLMAN played in 3 games and didn't play in 3 games. So there was a total of 6 games in this episode. 3 AUGGIE PULLMAN played in, and 3 of the games AUGGIE PULLMAN played in, and the other 3 he didn't play in. So in this episode, we started 8 games back, and we went 6-0 in this episode. Out of those 6 games, we won all 6, but only gained 1 game in at least the division standings. I'm not sure about the wild card standings. The wild card standings, we gained 2.5 games from being down 3 games to only being down a half a game behind the Twins. Blue Jays in that first wild card spot, or at 45-36. Twins 45-37, half a game behind the Blue Jays for the top wild card spot, and then we're half a game behind the Twins for the second wild card spot, and then the Mariners are 2 games back, and then so on and so forth. But my goodness, we've won 9 straight, and we're 9-1 in our last 10 games. We're on 6-0 in this episode. That's including all 6 games, although AUGGIE PULLMAN played in 3 of the games and didn't play in the other 3 games. He's still in 84 gold, so he did not get that one overall point he needed to be a diamond yet. But hopefully he'll be a diamond by the next episode of this series, which hopefully will not be 14 months from now. But next episode of the series, I won't put in the All-Star game on the Home Run Derby because obviously he wasn't a starter for 2 months. But next episode of the series will be this series right here, Boston and Toronto. Obviously Boston and Toronto Boston's in first place, Toronto's in second place. So that'll be the next episode of this series. It'll be 6 games total. Yeah, 6 games total. 3 games against the Red Sox in Boston, and 3 games against the Blue Jays in Toronto. Yeah, you can see 3 games against Boston, and then day off, and then 2 games here against Toronto, and then the 3rd game is here on August 1st. But yeah, that'll be the next episode of the series in this game, but I'm not sure when it's going to be in real life. Hopefully it's not another 14 months from now. Hopefully it's only maybe a couple months, or at least hopefully the next episode of the series will not be 14 months from now. Hopefully it's only maybe like 2 or 3 months. But hopefully it's not at least 14 months. Hopefully it's well less than 14 months. But yeah, that's pretty much it. You'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, like I said, you'll find out what and when the next video on this channel will be when I post it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay guys, time for it closing the board. If it's episode, hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Tell your mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. And you know what? I'm gonna see you in episode number 23, I believe, of this AUGGIE PULLMAN MLB The Show 20 Road to the Show series. See you in episode number 23. And eat on a baked and dough Orioles.